Welcome back, everyone. This is MandoAllDay, back with another video. And in this video, I'll be doing an overview of the remaining figures for the Dark Knight Trilogy wave, the main Build-A-Figure wave. That is going to include Batman and the Joker. I'll be talking about the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth to purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not the support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at the box. Let's start off with the Batman, front of the box. This side, the back, the other side, top, and bottom. Alright, let's take a look at Joker, front of the box. So let me put Batman to the side, front of the box, this side, the back, the other side, top, and bottom. Alright, now let's take these figures outside the box. I'm really looking forward to them and see how they look outside the box. As always, you do come with a card. So this is the card for Batman, which looks really cool. I like this card. I like the image in the back. I'm glad it's not the actual figure itself. And the back of the card. And for the Joker, front of the card, which is, I have a feeling this is going to be very valuable because, come on, this is such a iconic image of the Joker with Heath Ledger. Rest in peace. The back of the card. Now for Batman, it does come with these really cool. Well, actually, I'll show this little gauntlet on here. Not the gun, but battery gun, which it looks really cool. I like the detail on it. Very, very good, very clean, and of course that paint, that gold paint, looks really, really, really cool. I really, really dig this weapon on here. It looks really, really awesome. And then for Batman, it does come with also 3 gold batarangs. They're all the same size, so I'll just show you all 3. There's 3 of them, but I'll show you just one. And I think this one's going to be very popular too. It has that Dark Knight logo of the Batman, and of course that paint looks really, really, really good, and I really like it, especially that glossy look. And since it's the B.A.F. Bane Build-A-Figure wave, it does come, for Batman, it does come with Bane's legs. So you got the left leg and the right leg, which I won't show too much. I'll show it on the weekend when I make a Bane video, but there you go. It does come with the B.A.F. legs. Now for the Joker, it comes with this really, really cool looking stand, and that's going to be the money. There is the feet right there. You can put his leg right there, and of course the money. I wish the money has some images, but I mean, for the price we're paying, you can't ask too much about it. But I think this is a really, really cool stand where you can have him Joker in the background, and they both come with regular stands too. So for Joker, it has 2 stands, the regular puck and this one, and I like this one a lot. But for Joker, it comes with a ton of accessories for the Bane Build-A-Figure. This is his head sculpture, which again I won't show too much because I'll be doing an overview of the figure itself. And it comes with various hands, which again I'm not going to talk about, show too much, because I'll be doing an overview of Bane itself. So let's take a look at Batman, and man, I can see why this sold out ridiculously fast, because this figure sold out within minutes. So let's take a look at it, man, and I gotta say, that head sculpture, it is, damn, it's just fucking good. The head sculpture, it is just fantastic. The sculpture design in terms of the mask looks good, very similar to the movie of the Batman, or the Dark Knight, I should say. The eyes, the paint on his face, the lips, head articulation, it's good left and right, up, down, good. But that head sculpture and paint, it's iconic, the costume is iconic, and just the look of it looks fantastic. I have seen some online where people have been getting them all smushed up, so luckily mine didn't come smushed. I'm very fortunate, but keep an eye on that. But just the iconic head sculpture just looks fantastic, man. Pointy ears right there, and I really dig this head sculpture. The cowl looks good, it looks clean, but just the detail, and of course the nostalgia of this movie and this character, fantastic. Easily my favorite right here. Shoulder articulation, there is some, it's just limited because of the piece right here, but your articulation on the shoulders, just mine's a little stiff, and I don't want to break it because of course this is an expensive one now. That's bicep articulation, elbows, wrists, they do articulate. If I can find which way they bend. Oh, There you go. There you go. Wrist articulation. Torso does articulate. Just be careful because I've seen on people online, they actually pop out, so be careful. But in terms of torso, there is a lot. Just be careful. You don't want to go too crazy, but it'll actually pop out. So just keep an eye on that. So in terms of the arm articulation, it's there. It's just a little stiff on mine. The torso, a lot of articulation. Just be careful. But just look at this. All of this damn detail. The Batman logo, the armor pieces. It also has a texture underneath all the armor. So you got that weird black texture. And then you got that dark gray armor pieces on here. The abdomen. Also too on the sides. And then the chest pieces. The shoulder armor piece, which I like how it's kind of like marked up. Give it that texture look like it's been used. The gauntlets, the spikes on here too. The glove on here too. Just fantastic sculpture, man. This is just top notch. Designed by, well, not really designed by McFarlane, but you get what I'm saying though. But this is just fantastic, and I can see why this was sold out quickly. Like I said, this sold out within minutes when the pre-order started coming out. Man, this is just fantastic. You got all of that detail on here underneath the neck as well too, and just everything about it just looks fantastic. And again, little details like underneath that texture underneath the black really does look good and pops, especially with their armor. Just pops, man. Just all of that detail, and McFarlane nailed it with this figure. This is just fantastic, man. I cannot say it enough. This is just top notch. Even more in the back on here. Just look at all that texture and all that detail. Just fantastic, man. Fantastic. The cape looks good too. Clean looking cape. Not much going on in the cape, but again, that's how it is in the movie. Fantastic looking cape. And I gotta say though, the upper body, it is top notch. 10 out of 10. 20 out of 20. 20 out of 10 is what I'm talking about. That looks fantastic, man. I really dig it. Take a look at the belt. Very good looking belt here. I like that color. The color just pop on there very, very well. And you got a lot of texture on there too. Even on the back here too. And on the side. And I like how it's different on each side. So one, you got a little more. Oops, I can move that right there. You got some kind of design right there. But in here, it's a little more canisters and so forth. Again, very subtle, but it looks really good. Let's take a look at the lower body. Leg articulation is good. Knees, good. Ankles, good. Toes, good. Just like how it is in upper body, also present on the legs. Just all of that texture. Again, the same texture design, the black, and then you got the armor pieces on here. Then you get design on the boot as well too, and on the feet. This whole entire figure is just sculpted with just amazingness, man. This is just top notch, man. This is top notch, and this is why McFarlane keeps bringing out the fire with these figures, but more importantly, keeps making me go broke because I keep buying all these pre-orders, man. I have enough money to like, have money for save up money for all these pre-orders. You got the Titan weights, but anyways, though, nonetheless, though, fantastic looking figure. Man, this is just top notch. God damn, this is fucking good, man. I just can't get enough of it. And for the price you're paying for it, just, oh my god. So overall, what do I think about this figure? Like, really, is this really a question for me? Are you really going to ask me that question, wonder what I think? This is easily a thumbs up. I can care. Fuck, man. For $25, you get such a good sculpted figure. Paint's good. Articulation is good. Be careful with their torso. I will advise that. And you get a BAF part for Bane for the price of $25. Come on. This is easily a thumbs up for me, man. This is just fantastic. And I love this figure. Love this figure. And I did order two of them. One to keep in box, one to open, and I might order another one so I can paint the actually armor pieces on here just black. You can really pop more, but I don't know. I might do that later. I don't know. But overall, though, I really dig this figure, and I highly recommend it. Like I said, easily thumbs up for me. Now, I do have my nephew on here too, and so what do you think? Do you like this figure or not?
Yes.
Okay, what do you like about it?
I like how they painted their head.
The head?
And
yeah.
I like the cape and the gold belt.
Yeah, that head sculpture looks really cool. Looks like in the movie. That belt looks fantastic. Just look at that gold and that texture. Looks really cool. And you like the
cape?
The cape looks really good too, man. I really like it. So if you saw this at the store, right? And you saw us at the store, would you ask your mom, be like, hey, mom, get me this figure? Would you get it or no?
Yes, but I will give my mom the money first.
Well, there you go. She would give the money, your money to your mom first. But there you go. It's nephew proof, and like I said, easily a thumbs up for me for the Batman the Dark Knight wave. Next up, we have the Joker. Man, god damn, this is the one figure that everyone been wanting and everyone pre-ordered, and I can see why, because we have the legendary Heath Ledger as a Joker. Where do I start with this figure? The head sculpture looks fantastic. Just look at that paint, the detail on here. It looks similar to the that figure, the actual character in the movie, where he has that smile on here. And you can see the stitching on there. Also, too, the black around his eyes looks really good. The painted white face and the hair color, and I like how the hair design has a wavy look to it. Head articulation is good. Up, down is good. Left and right is good. But the paint is just top notch and fantastic, and just everything about this head sculpture is, man. I can already tell people buy multiple of these just take off the head sculpture and put in something else. But anyway, so fantastic looking head sculpture. The paint's good, articulation is good. I'm glad that the rumors of this figure was going to have side eyes was false. Because I've seen people online posting how this is going to have side eyes, and I'm so glad it does not have that, because if it did, I would riot. No, I'm just kidding. You get what I'm saying. Overall, though, head sculpture, top notch, man. Top notch. Take a look at the arm. Shoulder articulation is good. Bicep, good. Elbows, good. It's a little stiff. And then wrist, good. Torso, it's kind of limited, but it is articulation. Just be careful, because there's nothing on here too. Just kind of a downside. Just be careful on here. But there is some articulation on the torso. And man, just look at this sculpture design. Looks really good. The paint looks good. The jacket looks really, really good. It has that kind of leather look to it. I don't know if you want to call it leather, but it has a kind of a leather look to it. But it looks really, really good. Clean looking. You got more buttons on there too. And of course, you got the jacket inside on there with the green. And you got more of the button. And of course, another dress shirt underneath with that tie. Just fantastic looking, man. Resemblance to the character in the movie. Just top notch, man. Just top notch. I really dig it. I was thinking to see if we can maybe remove it, but you can't. So it is what it is. So overall, though, what I like about this figure, the upper body, fantastic, top notch, 10 out of 10. Very clean looking, but it looks identical to the movie. But more importantly, this head sculpture, like I said, I have a feeling people are just going to buy this figure, head swap it. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, because this head sculpture just looks top notch, man. Just look at that gloss on the black on the eyeshadow, and just the painted lips and the stitching on here too. Just top notch, man. I really dig it. One little thing on here too, it does have a gold chain. Wow, I can't speak right now. Has a gold little chain on here too, and I like how it's kind of loose and not glued on there, which kind of gives it extra style too. You can maybe work around it or something, but that's just something that I noticed. Let's take a look at the lower torso. Leg articulation's good. Knees good. Ankles, oh man, it's a little stiff. They do articulate just a little stiff right now. And then toes, good. So in terms of the lower body, it just has his pants. Typical Joker pants, nothing much to it. It's not a lot of texture, but it has a cool little design there too, which I really, really like. And of course, the shoes, they're just painted brown. Again, very similar to the character in the movie. Very simple, clean looking lower pants. But that's just how he looks though. But overall though, man, fantastic looking figure. And I really dig this figure. And of course, the main question is this worth it? Should you go out and get this figure? Really, is that really a question? Same thing with the Batman. This is easily a 10 out of 10. And in my opinion, this is going to be a must buy. And there's a reason, like I said, this sold out in minutes. When they announced the pre-orders, it sold out in minutes via Amazon. And I believe with McFarlane, it kind of sold out and it got shipped out quickly. And I think McFarlane knew people were going to buy this because, like I said, I ordered it on like the day of. Pre-orders were available from McFarlane. Sorry, I'm putting it in the stand. I pre-ordered it the day of McFarlane, and then I got it shipped to my house like, 3 to 4 days later. And I have a feeling McFarlane knew people were going to just pre-order a bunch, and it kind of sucked in inventory, though. So the main question is this worth it? Should you go out and get this figure? In my honest opinion, heck yeah, I love this figure. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger. One of the best Jokers out there. The only Joker figure we're missing is going to be Juan. I think what's his name, Juan Phoenix or something, Quentin Phoenix. But the actor who did the movie Joker, and McFarlane did that. I have a feeling that's going to just sell that as well too. But nonetheless, so for the Joker, Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight, is it worth it? This is easily thumbs up for me. Articulation is good, paint's good, that sculpture is fantastic, and just the fact that this is Heath Ledger Joker, one of the best Jokers and one of the best comic book movies of our time. I can care less about the end game because Dark Knight beats all of that. So to me, easily a thumbs up for me. So now, I'm asking my nephew. So, what do you think about this figure?
I like it.
You like it? What do you like about it?
How they painted the head again, like how he has the green hair and the white face.
The green hair, white face, yeah, it looks really cool, man. It looks like in the movie. And what else you like about it?
I like his jacket.
The jacket, yeah, the jacket looks good. I like the look of it. It has a kind of leather look to it. You notice that?
Mhm.
And what else you like?
I like how he has a chain on his pants.
The chain, yeah, the chain of the pants looks really good. I like how it's very shiny and textured, and when you look at it from a distance, it just grabs your attention. You see that?
Mhm.
So, if you saw this at the store, would you get it? Would you say, Mom, buy me this figure?
Yes, but in another day.
At another day? Okay. A question for you then, since you're here.
Yeah.
Out of these two figures, the Batman or the Joker from The Dark Knight, which one would you choose? Only one. Just only one figure. Which one would you get?
The Joker.
The Joker?
Mhm.
There you go. My nephew chose Joker. Good choice, because I would have done the same thing. I love you, Batman, but we need to have Heath Ledger one. But overall, though, both of these figures, easily thumbs up for me. Definitely get them while you can, because I have a feeling more people are going to be purchasing them multiple, like I did. I bought 2 of them. So, easily thumbs up for me. Here we have Bane. I'll say Bane, Batman. Batman from Ben Affleck, the Justice League movie, and of course, Christian Bale, Batman. Man, this is just a good combination on here. Just showing you this comparison in terms of the detail. Just fantastic of both these looking figures. I love both of these figures. They look good. And you're seeing them side by side. Man, this is just like iconic, man. Maybe one day in the future, DC can have a team up where Christian Bale Batman and Ben Affleck Batman can join up. But there you go. We can only make that dream come true with these figures. And I think having it now compared to the two, something tells me when people get this figure, they're going to go out and get this one. So if you don't have this one, don't start getting it now, because I have a feeling it's going to start selling out soon. But there you go. Here we have Christian Bale Batman from The Dark Knight, and we have the Batman movie, which is, I forgot his name already. Wow. Can't think of his name. But Twilight Boy. Sorry. I don't mean to be mean, but here we have them here, both combined. They both look good. This one is taller, so it is what it is, though. But they both look good. And yes, I know, before people make fun of me, it does have the error one. This is not it. If you know what I'm talking about, this is the wrong torso and the wrong head sculpture on this figure. I cannot get this figure, the correct version of it. Every time I order on Amazon, they keep getting me this one, so I just kind of give up, though. But nonetheless, so here we have both of them. The Batman's movie live action figures on here. They both look fantastic, man. But if I had to choose one, I'm going to go for Christian Bale. Here we have the Christian Bale Batman, and we have the Arkham City Batman. Just for comparison's sake, in terms of the texture and detail, and also just to kind of see how it looks. They both look good, but of course, that detail with Christian Bale blows it out the water. Not hating on this figure. I like it. Trust me, I do. But come on. Really? Just look at all that detail. Here we have the Batman from the Injustice 2 wave. Really good looking figure, and you can really see here in terms of the sculpture design on the belt. Just look at this belt on here and this belt on here. Look good. This one looks good, looks clean, but it just doesn't really pop. When you compare something like this, just pops, man. And man. But overall, though, they both look good. I'm not hating on this figure. I want to make it clear. They both look good, but just so much textured on this Christian Bale one. You can't top it, man. You cannot top it. Here we have the Batman villain figures. Here we have Penguin and Riddler. And again, just showing you how it will look like, comparing it with Christian Bale's live action figure with the Batman live action figures as well too. So just to see kind of how it will look like if we were to kind of display, would it blend in or would it look kind of awkward compared to like this Christian Bale is standing next to the Arkham one. You know, how it kind of looks really different in terms of the style, but just wanted to show how it would look like having him side by side. Here we have the Joker from the Heath Ledger, the Dark Knight wave, and we have Joker from, I believe it's Rebirth, if I remember correctly. The funny thing is that this figure was such a peg warmer, and now people are trying to get this figure, so it is what it is. So just showing you a comparison of another Joker figure. They both look good, and of course this is way more like comic book. This is obviously live action, but again, they both look good, and I'm glad I was able to get this one in terms of the Rebirth for a fair price. But there you go, just showing you how they look next to each other. Here we have the Joker from the Batman Arkham City wave, I remember, not wave, but Arkham City, and of course Batman, the Joker from the Dark Knight. Wow, been a long day. So there you go, have a comparison to two, how he looks from in terms of actual like a video game figure with a live action Joker. Just for comparison's sake, they both look fantastic. I like both, but if I had to choose one, I'm gonna go for nostalgia. I'm gonna go for the Heath Ledger. I'm sorry. I know some people are gonna say, "Wow, really? You cop out?" You know what? I don't care. I like this figure a lot. Here we have the Joker from the Death in the Family. Remember correctly, the Walmart exclusive, which now is available through McFarlane and Heath Ledger one. Both look fantastic. The head sculpture on this one is top notch. But man, this head sculpture on here on Heath Ledger, just out of this world, man. Really dig it. But nonetheless, so they both look good. And you can really see that hair color on there on Death of the Family Joker. Just bright green compared to this one. It's kind of like a dark green with a little bit of brown. Here we have the three Jokers figures from the Three Jokers story. Just showing you a comparison how they look like compared to with the Heath Ledger. All three of them look good. I think these are really underrated Jokers. They really look really cool. Very creepy. This one looks definitely like a gangster. This one just looks like you don't want to be sitting next to him in a bus or anywhere. But just showing you guys a comparison how it looks like side by side with a live action Joker with other comic book Jokers. Here's the Joker from the Dark Knight Returns wave, and of course Heath Ledger one. Another good looking head sculpture in that Joker, especially that suit. That suit looks really cool and a lot of detail on it. And of course the Joker one from the Heath Ledger. Fantastic figure. They both look really good, but you can really see how the comic book is very bulky in size and upper body. Not hating on it, just something that I noticed. So, but they both look good, and yes, I'm happy I got them both. And here is a live action figure, another live action figure. We have Flash from the Flash TV show, the CW TV show, which ends, I think the season ending soon, but nonetheless, so just showing you a comparison of another live action figure compared to a live action figure. You guys can see in terms of the detail and the height, and also have a look good in terms of live action figures standing side by side. And of course, this video will not be complete of showing you all four figures of the Dark Knight Trilogy wave for Bane. Like I said earlier, I'll say it again. The Bane figure overview will be posted this weekend, so just bear with me. But here's all four. Just having them all together just looks amazing, man. Just look at all that. Just looks top notch, man. McFarlane nailed it with each of these figures. They all look fantastic. And standing it side by side, kudos to McFarlane, man. I kind of want to buy another wave, another set, and maybe just either customize it or just give it away, because I like this set so much that I really want to support McFarlane and kind of show him, hey, if you continue doing something like this, people are willing to spend maybe extra $1 or $2. So McFarlane, if you're watching this video, which probably not, because I'm a small YouTuber, but if you're watching this, if you continue providing this kind of quality of figures, people may be able to spend an extra $1 if they continue to receive this kind of quality of product, man. But damn, this just looks fantastic, and I'm so glad, so glad McFarlane made a Dark Knight Trilogy wave, because this was definitely needed, and man, met my expectations and some. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with these figures? Do you plan on purchasing these figures? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. That includes an overview of the Batman, the Dark Knight Trilogy, Build-A-Figure wave for Bane. This is the Joker and Batman. And on to the next one.